Okay, let's take a look at the solution to the first puzzle, the H. So here's two solutions, but bear in mind that if you've got a different one, it could be right as well. Just follow along and see if you get the logic behind this. You could have put two cameras here. In both of these cases, you notice that you do need two cameras because no one camera could see, say, for example, the two tops of the H at one time. So you need a minimum of two. So let's look at puzzle 2, this comb shape. Again, I'm showing just two possible solutions because there are lots of different solutions. The important things to note here are that I need to put a camera, for example, down in this corner to look along the corridor. Or I could put a camera down in this corner and the other three cameras here. But you'll notice that I need to put at least 4 cameras because no one camera can see into two of the cone shapes at the same time. And there are 4 cone shapes. And then let's look at the final solution, this crazy room here. I've put 3 cameras. Again, you could have different solutions, but the important point is here that 3 cameras are the minimum you need to take in the whole room by swinging around. Because any less than that, and they wouldn't be able to capture these 3 points all at the same time. Now for the clever bit. Did you know that if you just give me the number of corners in a room and you didn't show me the picture of it at all, I could still tell you a maximum number of cameras that you'll need to cover the whole room?
How's that possible?
I can tell you that it would be, you would only need the number of corners divided by 3. You would need no more cameras than that to cover any room.
How does that work?
Well, so one way we could look at it is to look at all the examples we've done already, and you'll see that that holds true. There's no shape that we've given where we've used more than the number of corners in the room divided by 3 cameras to cover the whole room. But that's not really enough to say that for sure for any room that you could ever possibly give me, because there might be one with lots of ins and outy bits. So as mathematicians, we like to use a powerful tool called mathematical proof. And that's basically just an argument that you cannot dismiss. It will look at every possible case, even ones that we haven't met yet, and you cannot dismiss it. If you remember the triangle we did at the very, very start, we only needed 1 camera because it could see the whole triangle. So if we could somehow break down any room into a bunch of triangles that covered the entire floor space, then we would only need 1 camera per triangle. So next, we color code the corner of each triangle in such a way that each triangle has a red corner, a yellow corner, and a blue corner. For the first one, you can just pick whichever corner you want, and then from every triangle after that, it's easy because it's forced. There's only 1 new color that needs to be added. So if we do that, like we see here, now you can choose your favorite color and just place your camera on it. So now that we have a camera on your favorite color, that means that since every triangle has a corner of that color, and since 1 camera can see everywhere in the triangle, that means that there's 1 camera covering every triangle in the whole shape. And that's enough, as we know from earlier, to cover the whole floor plan.
So, of course, if we want to minimize the number of cameras, then we will need to choose the color which has got less spots, which is the blue in the case of this shape. Why do you think that for any shape we choose, we would always need no more cameras than the number of corners divided by 3? We have just color-coded all the corners, and we noticed that if we count the number of blue spots, yellow spots, and red spots, and we add up those 3 numbers, then we would get exactly the total number of corners, right? Suppose that all of these 3 numbers were bigger than the number of corners divided by 3. Then what would happen is that when we sum up those 3 numbers, then we would get a number which is bigger than the number of corners. We would get more color spots on the shape than corners, which is impossible. So at least one of these 3 number of red spots or yellow spots or blue spots has to be less than or equal to the number of corners divided by 3. We choose that color and we place the cameras on the spot with that color.